Hey guys, hello my lovelies on Facebook. It's so good to see you and be with you. I'm sorry we can't be with you on Instagram as well. We're actually live at a photo shoot right now. Our photographer is a few doors down in this beautiful residence taking a beautiful couple of extra shots of a gentleman's bathroom. But we wanted to stop and come out and talk to you and give you a furniture lesson that will answer two different questions that I get. So let's start by just showing you in this room right now. I've gotten a lot of questions about this rustic glam bedroom, and I know the lighting's a little dark in here right now because it's late in the day on the East Coast and it is pouring outside. Yes, Mama's been doing a photo shoot in the rain. How stinkeroo is that? Answer, super duper, tremendously stinko. And if you really want to feel bad for me, I've broken 5 nails. Anyway, enough of my problems. Let's talk to you about furniture. So one of the questions I get has to do with furniture heights. So let's take a look at some things I want you to think about when you're doing some shopping online or when you're out in the world. I want you to be aware, with tape measure in hand, I want you to think about how tall is your seat, and that includes to the crown. Most sofas are between 16 to 18 and a half, maybe 19 inches for the seat. Meanwhile, coffee tables can be anywhere from 24 inches high up to 29 inches high. How much of a differential do you want? So for example, this coffee table is 18 high, but meanwhile, this is a low seat on this cushion and it's 16 and a half to the crown. I don't mind a 2-inch differential, but I prefer, for me, visually, I like when the coffee table's a little bit either slightly above, on par, or slightly below. I don't like when a coffee table is so much higher than the seat deck. That's just me. You might have a different preference. Something else I want you to think about are your arm heights. You know, this is called a track arm, super popular right now. Excuse me, not a track arm, I'm sorry. I am so tired. This is day 5 of a 6-day shoot. This is a tuxedo arm, very popular right now. And also we're seeing these barrel chairs with really high arms. Now this arm is 28 and a half, well, I'm going to call it 29 inches high. When you think about low track arms, they can be 25 inches high, right? The sock arm that you might have. This is a high arm. So what I want you to be aware of before you go online and purchase an end table, think about what's my arm height and what is my end table height. Now this end table is about 25 and a half tall. End tables can be as low as 23, as high as 29. I don't mind there being a drop, as you see here, from the arm to the table, but I want to make sure you're comfortable with that so that you don't want to have one picture in your head and then on delivery day say, oh my gosh, why do I have to reach over this to get my wine glass or my teacup? I don't mind a mild drop. I prefer a drop to a height increase. Something else I want you to see. If you're doing a console table, I want you to think behind a sofa. I want you to think about what is the hard back of your sofa versus what is your cushion height. Make sure that your console is equal to the height of your sofa, not above it. A much cleaner look when it's equal to the tallest point on that sofa. And if I'm approaching a sofa console from behind when I enter a room, I actually will make that console the same height as the hard back. Okay, so ruler in hand, tape measure in hand, when you're looking at what you already own, looking at what you need to add, and be aware of how will it look visually when I'm popping from one height to another. Will I like the aesthetic? And from a comfort perspective, will I like it as well? So something else I wanted to talk to you about is mixing furniture colors in a room. Now when we do the Design Diva conference, we're definitely going to be doing lots of different great workshops, and I'll be releasing more information on that soon. And one of those workshops will be how to mix furniture styles. But for now, we're not going to talk about style, but we are going to talk about color. How do you mix wood colors? So if you look by the bed, you'll notice that those side tables are a rich gray stain. And then if you scan the room, Katie's going to do some scanning, you'll see that this media console, same beautiful shade of gray. Okay, Katie's going to keep scanning the room, but now notice in this little sitting zone, we have a walnut stained side table, this really cool ebonized metal. Yep, it's metal. So that kind of works as a pair, right? They're not matchy-matchy, but the color is, they're very close in color depth. Meanwhile, look at this great, I'll scooch around this way. Look at this great end table that is stained at the side, fabric wrapped at the top. It is the same gray family as what we have elsewhere in the room. Even the top, though lighter, is the same undertone. But notice we don't have 5 billion different finishes. We're bouncing from gray finishes to really dark finishes, mid-grays to really deep walnuts and blacks. But what about this beautiful accent piece? This great desk, right? This is a really cool piece, isn't it? Well, this desk, which has, gotta show you, got these great little hidden drawers, really awesome. I think this is by Lexington. Is it Katie Lexington? It is, so I don't know if they still carry it, but if you're interested. Why does this desk work so well in the room? Because it's the one difference. It is a wonderful accent. So if you have 90% of your furnishings in a similar color range and then one piece goes much deeper, much lighter, it works. Where you guys get yourself into trouble is when you have 5 different pieces of wood furniture with 5 different finishes, 1 on each, okay? So think about that 80-20 rule in life, Pareto's rule or law. It really works in design when you're trying to really marry wood finishes. I cannot believe the rain that we have had. We have had a 6-day shoot. Holy tamale, of those 6 days, yes, wait for it, we have had a day and a half of mixed sun and clouds. Yes, a day and a half. Now that doesn't sound like a pain in the neck, but it actually is. It means that your windows look like this half the time, so you have to try to shoot your window-less spaces in this part of the weather pattern. It's been a nuisance. Oh my gosh. Well, listen, lovelies, I don't have time to take questions today. Peter, our photographer, and his assistant Nick are waiting for us. We have to go shoot a stunning dressing room and finish off the shoot for today. But I will be back with you next week, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on Instagram as well as Facebook. We have a great topic planned. We don't know what it is right now because we're all brain dead, but we have a great topic planned for you, and we'll be getting that information out to you. So can't wait to see you, and hugs to everybody.